This jacket was $6 at the thrift store, and now it looks like something straight off of Pinterest. I'm going to show you how I crocheted some sleeves and turned it into a full-on statement piece. First, you're going to need some sort of denim jacket. Now we're going to remove the sleeves, and you're going to want to leave the inseam. And I'm going to cut roughly a little over an inch away from the inseam, and you're going to repeat that on the other side. And you're going to want to crochet 2 basic granny square squares. I did 15 rows for both. Now we're going to start sewing to where we will attach our stitches later. And you can see that I am below the inseam, and I'm going to be about a ½ inch apart while sewing. So you're going to do that all the way around and then repeat that for the other arm. You're going to slip stitch where you started and chain 1, and now you're going to slip stitch into each of your sewing stitches with 2 chains in between each one. So slip stitch, chain 2. And you want to make sure that when you are doing this that it's not bunching up and it's too tight. So if it's starting to get too tight, go ahead and size up with your hook. And now we're going to slip stitch and chain 1 for our next row. You're going to love this row. All you're going to do is a single crochet around all of your slip stitches that you just created. So now we are going to end up having a really nice foundation to be able to attach our squares to. Now you're just going to stretch out and position your sleeve how you're going to want it. I recommend using pins so that way everything is kind of spaced out where you're going to want it. And just as a full disclaimer, these stitches are not adding up. And I knew that going into it. I knew I could make it work, and I did. I'm going to be slip stitching this next part. This one is going to be more of a trust the process type thing. At the bottom, you can see there's way more single crochets than there are stitches on the square. So you want to make sure that you're getting every single stitch on the square, and you can give it more than one for each stitch. And you can skip the stitches on the bottom. I wouldn't skip too many in a row, but you can skip. There's no laws. I use the stitch markers as kind of a guide, knowing that I need to fill in how much space, and I just kind of spaced it out based off that. And I'm pretty sure there's other ways that you could do this, but this is what I chose to do. I'm pretty sure you could probably sew it. I'm sure there's lots of other ways. If you know another way, you can comment below. I just kind of made this one up. And I'm going to be using some stitch markers so I don't end up uneven. And be sure that you did inside out your jacket, and so we're going to be working on the inside of the jacket. I'm just going to single crochet each stitch together. You just want to make sure that you are even and you're not skipping any stitches. All right, now we're just going to go ahead and just choose whatever color you want to use next. And we're just going to do normal granny clusters except for when we get to the seam. And now I should be at my seam. And I'm going to be doing a decrease, so we're going to start with a double crochet. Now we're going to do pull through 2. Now going into our next space, we're going to pull through 2. Now we have 3 loops in our hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3. And now we have another double crochet. And now I'm just going to keep doing regular rows with granny clusters, but I did put a cuff on mine, so I didn't go all the way up to my fingers. I think I went to like my mid hand. I recently learned how to do this and I love it. Okay, so I'm going to start by chaining 11. Now starting from the second chain from the hook, I'm going to single crochet back down. So I should have 10 single crochets. Right now that I'm at the end, I am going to slip stitch 2. 1, 2, and now I'm going to turn my work so I can work back up, and I'm going to be working in the back loops only until I get to my 10th stitch, and then I'm going to do a single crochet. Okay, now I'm at my last stitch. So remember, I'm going to go through both stitches, and this helps make the very end of your cuff look really nice and neat. Now I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to turn around. And now we're going to single crochet our first stitch, and then we're going to be working in the back loops only for 9 more. Working on the inside out, I'm just going to be slip stitching both sides together, closing our cuff. And now you're ready to wear it. Hopefully wherever you're at, it's cold so you can wear it. I'm in Texas, so it's gonna be a long time before I get to wear mine.
If you love this project, I just know you're gonna love this video, where we're gonna be making one giant granny square and turning it into a super adorable shrug for any size, making it the ultimate quick project. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click the video, and let's keep crocheting together. Bye, thanks for watching.